I got a call from a client that I helped relocate from Michigan about a year after they moved into their beautiful home. And well, I thought that they were calling me to tell me about how much they love their home, the community they're in, and all there is to do here. However, nope, it was quite the opposite. "We hate it here, Joe. It's too darn hot," is what I heard on the other end. "We gotta get our place on the market ASAP. We want to get back to Michigan." This is not a fun situation, and it's certainly not what I want you to go through, and that's why I made this video right here, because you should know the top reasons not to move to Tampa, Florida. Everyone else wants to tell you about all the sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies, but I'm going to tell you the truth because you deserve that. Let's dive into the 15 things you need to be prepared for before moving to Tampa, Florida. Number 1 on my list is weather extremes. Tampa's summer heat and humidity are no joke. The hottest months, well, you guessed it, it'd be July and August, hands down. It's like stepping into a sauna the moment you walk outside. Honestly, the best advice that I can give is avoid the peak heat hours. Mornings or late evenings are your best friend for outdoor activities. Personally, what I found is a battery-powered fan around your neck is a lifesaver whether you're at the beach or a sporting event. Now, don't forget to hydrate. Seriously, drink water like it's going out of style. One thing about Tampa's weather that you have to get used to are the sudden downpours that completely wreck your plans. You might have that perfect beach day planned, only to be surprised that thunderstorms are rolling in. Always have a backup plan and be ready to change clothes at least twice a day because the humidity will get you. As you know, I coach football and my sons had a football game today. By the end of it, I needed to change clothes because it was that hot out. Number 2 on my list is hurricane season. Look, living in Tampa Bay means you have to respect hurricane season. When a hurricane is approaching, the first thing you'll notice is everyone rushing to the store for supplies. Stuff you really should have had already on hand. Don't be that person. A good hurricane kit is essential. Batteries, flashlights, plenty of water, non-perishable food. Look, I've got food that will last for 25 years. You put a little bit of water in it, heat it up, and you are good to go. Make sure you have a first aid kit, and of course, make sure all of your important documents are safe and accessible if you need to get out of there. If you want to make your home hurricane ready, I do consider investing in hurricane shutters or impact windows, especially if you're in coastal areas. I've got a set of shutters myself, and it just gives me peace of mind knowing that my house is better protected. Now, one other thing, before the storm comes, just make sure that your gas tanks on all of your vehicles are filled to the top, just in case the storm turns and it gets really bad and it's coming to our area and you want to try to get out of town if you need to evacuate. Number 3 on my list is the amazing traffic and commuting. Look, Tampa's traffic can be a nightmare, especially during rush hour. The worst areas, definitely downtown area, especially during the morning and evening commutes. If you can, try to avoid 275 during peak times. There can be one accident and it can hold up everything. The best strategy is to leave either super early or plan your day so that you're not on the road after rush hour has died down. I lived in Wesley Chapel for almost 15 years now. And I used to drive, I drove to Tampa probably 6 or 7 years when I was working in Tampa, and I would leave super early in the morning, be at the office like by 7 a.m. so I could miss all of the traffic, or I'd go in at 10 and I would leave late just so I could miss the traffic because it's just not fun. Then we had 4 kids and I decided that, hey, look, I don't want to do a 45-minute to an hour drive, so my office is 12 minutes from my house now. Number 4 is the cost of living. Look, Tampa's cost of living has been creeping up, especially in the housing market. While it's still more affordable than cities like Miami or New York City, the price for buying a home here has definitely gone up in the past few years due to COVID, low inventory, and interest rates. Look, during the COVID years, I believe that certain people up north that had planned on making a move to Florida in the next 5 years decided to make their move during COVID because their employer said, hey, you can work from home. But like the couple that I talked about in the beginning of this video, they hate it here and they decided to put their house on the market only after a year and move back to Michigan. So it's something that you need to be aware of if you're planning a move here. However, there are still budget-friendly neighborhoods like Seminole Heights, Ybor City, Brandon, or if you want to go north, you could go to New Tampa, great neighborhoods, and Wesley Chapel where I'm at, we can be neighbors. You can find really reasonable priced homes in these neighborhoods. So besides housing, expect to spend a little bit more on utility during the hot months when your AC is running nonstop. And when I say nonstop, your AC will be running nonstop. I have 2 air conditioning systems and it seems like they are always running. So that is something that you will need to plan for. Now, groceries, well, they're pretty comparable to what you find in major cities, but definitely shop around to find the best deals from stores like Publix, Winn-Dixie, Aldi, and Walmart. So number 5 on my list is our amazing public transportation. Yes, you see me smirking because our public transportation is not the greatest. If you're coming from a city that has a robust public transportation system, well, Tampa might be a little bit of a letdown. The main options here are really buses and the Tico Line streetcar. Now, the Tico Line streetcar is really for like downtown Channel Side area, so you're gonna have to get around on buses, and well, they're not really that reliable or extensive as you might hope. The buses can be hit or miss with their schedules, and well, if you're outside of Tampa, you're probably going to find yourself needing a car to get around. That being said, ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft are pretty popular here. I use them from time to time and I can always get an Uber or a Lyft. Now, they can fill in the gaps where our public transportation does fall short. However, the cost might not be affordable if your commute is long. If you're moving to Tampa, having a car is almost a necessity if you're going to be getting around efficiently. Plus, it will be cheaper than using ride-sharing services like Uber. Now, let's talk about the job market here in Tampa. It's number 6 on my list. So the job market here in Tampa is growing, especially in sectors like healthcare, tech, and finance. Companies like Raymond James and Tech Data have a big presence here, which is great if you're in those fields. If you're in healthcare, there is no shortage of jobs. Just here in Wesley Chapel alone, there are 2 hospitals currently operating, and Orlando Health Wiregrass Ranch Hospital is currently under construction. Now, for job hunting, networking is going to be key. Tampa has a tight-knit business community, so getting out to events and meeting people can really make a difference for you. Personally, I've seen LinkedIn is a powerful tool in the Tampa Bay job market. Shoot, I've used it myself with great success. So keep your profile updated and do not hesitate to reach out to local professionals. You will be surprised at how willing people really are to connect and help you find opportunities. Number 7 is our education system. Tampa offers a diverse mix of public, private, and charter schools, giving families plenty of options to choose from. If you're seeking top-rated public schools, consider areas like South Tampa, Carrollwood, and Lithia, where the schools are highly rewarded for their academic excellence. If you're open to moving a bit further out, heading to North Pasco County, particularly Wesley Chapel area. Again, I live in Wesley Chapel. I love this area. It is a great choice and has a variety of excellent schools. Now, as a parent, selecting the right school depends on what matters most to you, whether it's a strong academic curriculum, a wide range of extracurricular activities, or a nurturing and supportive community. It's definitely worth taking the time to research and visit different schools to find the perfect fit for your child's needs. Now, this is not a reason to avoid Tampa, but it is number 8 on our list, and that's healthcare facilities. Now, Tampa is home to some top-notch hospitals like Tampa General and St. Joseph's, so if you're in need of specialized care, you are in good hands. One thing that I appreciate about living in Tampa is that healthcare is accessible from almost anywhere in the city. Whether you're in North Tampa or South Tampa, you're never too far from quality medical facilities. Now, I had great personal experiences with both Tampa General and St. Joseph's, and I cannot speak highly enough about the level of care my family received at both hospitals. Look, all 4 of my kids were born at St. Joseph's. It is a great hospital for mom and the kiddos. If you're moving to Tampa, rest assured that you will have access to excellent health care. All right, so jumping right back into why to avoid Tampa, is number 9, and it's the humidity and the bugs. If you're not a fan of humidity, well, Tampa is going to be a bit of a challenge for you. The humidity here is intense, particularly during the summer months. And with humidity comes an influx of bugs, lots of them. You'll likely encounter mosquitoes, palmetto bugs, the big roaches that fly, and ants, as they are the most common pests that we see. Mosquitoes, they tend to be active around dusk, but fortunately their activity usually calms down after sunset, so you really don't have to worry about them too much. Now, the palmetto bugs, on the other hand, they can be quite large, like I said, and startling. Look, I've seen grown men jump when they see one of those things flying their way. No, I did not jump when I saw one of those because I've lived in Florida all my life, so okay, maybe I did. The good news is they won't typically get into your home if it's well sealed, but if you leave a door open, one might make its way inside. That said, it's not a frequent occurrence. To keep your home pest-free, regular pest control is essential. Now, that's whether you hire a professional or handle it yourself, which I honestly prefer to do every quarter myself. Also, using dehumidifiers is a great way to reduce the moisture that attracts these bugs. Trust me, staying on top of this is especially important during the hot and rainy season. Number 10 is the tourist crowds. Look, living in Tampa means you are going to be sharing this incredible city with a lot of tourists, especially during peak seasons. Our beaches, restaurants, hotels, Busch Gardens, Adventure Island, they get packed. And I mean really packed, which can feel overwhelming if you're not ready for it, especially when it comes to traffic. Look, I get annoyed with all the people that come here, and yet we live in an area where we just are going to have tourists come in, and that's great for our economy. So things that I do is I will stay clear of the tourist rush. I usually head to local gems like Fort DeSoto Park, Sand Key Beach, or Indian Rocks Beach if my family wants to go to the beach during tourist season. But look, I know it's still going to be busy there, but I will deal with it. And trust me, if it's spring break, it's just best to avoid those areas altogether because they'll be bustling day and night. Number 11 is the culture adjustments that you might have to make. Now, Tampa offers a vibrant mix of cultures, combining the charm of Southern hospitality with the energy of a thriving urban area. So if you're moving from a different region, you might notice a unique blend of influences. But it's not about slowing down. Tampa has a dynamic pace with plenty of activities and a lively community. People here are friendly and welcoming, making it easy to connect and feel right at home. While the atmosphere might differ from what you're used to, it's the diversity and warmth that makes Tampa such a special place to live. Embracing the local culture is less about adjusting to the slower pace and more about enjoying the rich experiences that Tampa has to offer. Number 12 on my list is the entertainment and nightlife. Tampa's entertainment and nightlife scene has something for everyone, from rooftop bars downtown to live music in Ybor City. There's always something happening. Personally, I absolutely love the variety of options. You can have a laid-back evening at a craft brewery, and we have a lot of those, or a wild night out at one of the main nightclubs. For families, there are plenty of options too, like Tampa's Riverwalk. My family absolutely loves that place. We go there probably once a month. It's just a really, really cool place to bring the kids. Florida Aquarium, again, another place our kids absolutely love. And there are various festivals throughout the year. So whether you're into arts, music, or just a good time with your family and friends, Tampa most definitely does not disappoint. So number 13 making my list is community and social life. Getting involved in the community here is easy if you know where to look. Tampa has a ton of events and social groups, from food festivals, cars and coffee, running clubs. If you're new in town, I recommend checking out the local meetups or joining a club that aligns with your interests. Personally, I have found that attending community events help me make friends and feel more connected to our city. Tampa is a friendly place, so don't be shy about putting yourself out there and meeting new people. So if you're not into entertainment and nightlife, and you're not into the social scene, number 12 and 13 might be reasons for you to avoid the area. Now, also, number 14 is outdoor activities. So if you don't like outdoor activities, it might be a reason to not move to Tampa because we have a lot of stuff to do outside. Tampa is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're into boating, fishing, hiking, or just lounging at the beach, there is no shortage of things to do. But keep in mind, with outdoor activities, we get a lot of rain here, as I said before. So you could have all these cool things planned, and then poof, your plans disappear because we get bad weather. So some of the favorite things that I love to do with my family include boating in St. Petersburg and going to places like Egmont Key. We love to kayak, so we'll go north, and there are lots of rivers and springs. There's a lot of kayaking that you can do here in Tampa Bay, but we prefer to go to the freshwater, but mainly the springs because it's crystal clear and it's cold, and it's just, on a hot day, it's pretty awesome. There are other cool places that we've kayaked before, like the Hillsborough River State Park is great for kayaking, so that's pretty cool. If you're into serious mountain biking, I would check out the Alafaya River Park, though as you can see, I'm not an avid mountain biker, but I do have a lot of friends that do mountain bike, and Alafaya River Park is where they go. If you're moving here, take advantage of the year-round sunshine and explore all the outdoor activities Tampa has to offer. It's one of the best parts about living here, and there's always something new to try. But keep in mind that hot weather is a reason why a lot of people come here and unfortunately move back to the states that they're from. Number 15 is home maintenance. Yes, if you own a home or even if you rent a home, you're going to have certain home maintenance things that you're going to have to do. The heat, humidity, and frequent storms that I keep talking about can really put your home to the test. Common issues like mold, mildew, and roof damage from heavy rains or hurricanes are things you need to keep an eye out on. That's why regular maintenance is so important in keeping your home in good shape. One lesson I've learned is to stay on top of your AC system. I've purchased a lot of homes, and it seems like every home that I've purchased, I have had to change the AC system. So have it serviced regularly because it's going to be working hard all year round. Now, I would recommend 2 services a year. That's what I do. I'm definitely sticking to the old method, which is using good old white vinegar and water every month to keep my line glowing so I don't come home to a 90 degrees house. Also, make it a habit to inspect your roof and windows, especially after storms. Home maintenance in Tampa is an ongoing effort, but staying on top of it will save you a lot of headaches in the long run. Moving to Tampa can be an amazing experience if you are well prepared for these challenges. If you have any questions or need any help with your real estate needs, do not hesitate to reach out to me and my team. All of our contact information is below. Until next time, take care.